Entertainment World Soldier here, and I'm back to talk about Star Trek Lower Decks Episode 5. And my thoughts on it. And my thoughts are, it was fucking boring, pointless, and a waste of goddamn time. Mariner is still a bitch, Boimler is still pathetic, and Green Girl and Robot Guy are a waste of fucking time. This episode, I had so much hope after last week's episode. Yeah, the episode had problems, but there was hope. There was hope there, and now it's gone. I can't stand this show anymore, man. But let's get into it, because I want to get this show over and done with. I'm sorry, but this episode was so fucking boring. It's only half an hour, and it felt like a fucking hour. How is this show fucking been allowed to fucking air? I don't know why. So the episode starts with the Cerritos and this new ship called the Vancouver, that's it, which have been sent by Starfleet to deal with this moon planet that's about to crash into another planet. But the problem is, they're a bunch of people, well, a bunch of the natives either pray to this thing or this planet protects them from something. And some people do live on the planet. So the Cerritos have been sent there to negotiate with these people and sort it out. And the Vancouver is a new class of ship, which is called the Parliamentary class. And the captain goes to visit the ship. The captain of the ship kind of brags that our ship's fantastic and the Cerritos is a piece of shit, basically. Because then we find out from Green Girl and Robot Boy that the Cerritos is falling apart. I mean, I don't know why Starfleet would allow a ship like that to be in service. Why the fuck haven't they sent it in for refits? Why haven't they fixed any of this? It just seems like a bad joke to say we live on a shit ship. Okay, that's funny. Ha ha ha. So the captain then goes into the meeting with these people that are going insane, saying the moon's their god, the moon's doing this and that, and then pretty much 2 minutes later, the captain sorted it out like that. Which is, I mean, you could have done more with that, you know, and real Star Trek episode, kind of talking about a serious issue. Try and fucking, I don't know. It just seems it was too quick. The captain sorts it out like that. Everybody then leaves the room. Then there's only one prick who's left in the room who then says you're going to kill a bunch of people. Who starts going insane. And the big joke here, ladies and fucking gentlemen, turns out this guy is a rich prick who doesn't want to destroy the planet because he has a house there, I think. I don't know. It was just a wasted. It was a stupid fucking scene, and a waste of fucking time. And then the fucking captain of the ship then says in one sentence, "The Prime Directive doesn't count here." I'm sorry, the Prime Directive does count here. You're dealing with an alien species, and why would you say words like that? The Prime Directives is the rule book, but what am I saying? This is Lower Decks. The rules don't apply to this shit. I guess I should go on about Green Girl and Robot Boy. I'm just going to get through their shit pretty fast. Both of them see the Vancouver. The Vancouver is a new class of ship. They fucking go crazy over it. Fucking hell. And then they go to the fucking commander. Well, the lieutenant commander, because they want to try and get these things called T-80s, which are new scanning devices. And the lieutenant commander says to them, okay, you can have them, but you have to scan a bunch of things first, and whoever finishes first gets to keep the device. So Green Girl and Robot Boy go crazy scanning shit. They then go back to the fucking lieutenant commander. Lieutenant commander thanks them and says you both finished first, so you get to keep the devices and you get to transfer to the Vancouver. And Robot Boy and Green Girl don't want to transfer to a better ship. Now I'm going to stop here. You're going to be transferred to a better ship. This would do a lot for your fucking career, you two pair of twats. Why do you want to stay on a ship that's falling apart? There's a scene here which just shows you the ship's falling apart. I mean, I don't get it. You would not... If this was a... Anyway, what's the point going on at tangent? This is just Lower Decks, isn't it? So they both go back to the Lieutenant Commander and say, listen, we don't want to transfer. And he says, well, it's too late because I'm already transferring you. And so they nick the the commander's pad. They start throwing it over his head, and then they run off with it, trying to break into his pad, which is against the rules, but again, who gives a shit? And so this Lieutenant Commander, who apparently is a fucking adult, grabs a phaser and then threatens to shoot them both with a phaser to get his pad back. Why didn't he call security? Why didn't he call anybody? They have robbed you, you fucking idiot. Why are you chasing them with a phaser and acting like such a cunt and coward with it? He was fucking shaking. I'm not gonna fucking I don't want to stun you. It's like, oh my god, you're only stunning them. You're not gonna kill them. So why are you so concerned? Yes, if that phaser was set to kill, I'd understand the shaking. But it's set to fucking stun. You're not gonna hurt them. So he traps them on an elevator. Green Girl breaks into his pad. Turns out he's not transferring them. He's transferring himself. Well, he's transferring them, but he's trying to transfer himself over to the Cerritos. Because the ship's too awesome. Come the fuck on. The ship's too awesome, so he doesn't want to be awesome anymore. I mean, you couldn't say he was like having problems with his commanders. He didn't have problems with the crew. He wanted to get away from someone. He couldn't come up with a sane reason. No, the ship's too awesome and I need to get off of this ship. Oh, fucking hell. Lower Decks. God, could you at least try to be watchable at least? Fucking watchable would be appreciated. So Green Girl and Robot Boy pretty much convince him to cancel their transfers. He does, because Robot Boy was recording the whole thing, and if it comes out that he went all crazy, then they would court-martial him. So he gives them both the T-80s, and they go back to the ship. Turns out they robbed the Vancouver for a shitload more T-80s, and that's the end of their episode. That's the end of them two. I don't want to waste time with these two, because writers, give one of them an episode. Just one. Star Trek has never been just focused on two characters. It's always been focused on the crew. We have had 5 episodes now, and they've all been focused on Mariner being an awesome bitch and Boylan being a fucking twat. That's not how Star Trek has ever worked. You're supposed to know more about the other characters at this point than just Mariner and Boylan. And this just shows that these writers don't know what they're doing with Star Trek. But let's get on to Mariner and Boimler, because, as I said, this is all about them two. So Boimler is looking forward to visiting the ship, not the ship, the Vancouver, because his girlfriend is on board. Now Mariner goes Mariner just insults Boimler, saying, listen, you have a girlfriend who's on the fucking holodeck, nothing to be ashamed of. And Boimler then just says, I don't do that anymore. Again, just pretty much a massive dig at his character. What the fuck? But it turns out the girlfriend's real, but Mariner cannot accept this. Turns out, in her past, one of her friends was going out with this great guy. Turns out he was some sort of beast. He turned into some sort of beast. Ended up killing Marina's friend, and Marina has now got into her head that the woman that Boimler is going out with is a fucking monster or something. So she goes absolutely insane in this episode. And she just goes insane. There's a fucking scene where there's an insane board of photos where she starts shouting a bunch of shit, like saying she could be a changeling, she could be a Romulan spy, she could be a fucking Cardassian. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, Mariner went fucking crazy in this episode. Boimler, on the other hand, well, the fact he's got a girlfriend, he's very happy about that. Turns out his girlfriend has to work with this guy who Boimler is very jealous of because he's better than him in every way, and he gets very jealous. So he tries to change everything about himself so he can keep his girlfriend. Boimler, what the fuck? Your girlfriend has literally told you 100 times she likes you. She likes everything about you. Why are you trying to change yourself? It doesn't make sense. So Boimler then dresses in this ridiculous fucking outfit that apparently the girl likes, because she says she likes the outfit, but he ends up spilling fucking alcohol on her. Mariner, on the other hand, goes crazy again, cuts her hair, and manages to find some sort of parasite after Boimler's girlfriend leaves the room. So Mariner gets into head that she's right, because apparently she's always right, runs after Boimler to save him, jumps out of an airlock with a suit, gets onto the transport that Boimler's on with his girlfriend, and this is the scene from the trailer where Boimler is naked. And then they do all that scene. Ugh, this scene was fucking ridiculous. He's fucking naked. Mariner fucking says, "Don't show me your dick, don't show me your dick." And then Boimler's like, "Would you go away? I'm trying to have sex with my girlfriend," because he hasn't had it in a long time. Okay. And then Mariner ends up, what was it? Mariner then bumps into him, I think, and then he hits his head. He hits his head and he ends up on the floor unconscious. And then Boimler's girlfriend walks in, and Mariner and his girlfriend have a fight. Turns out they then start talking to each other. Then Mariner scans her again, finds out she's human, and that the parasite that she found came from Boimler. And the parasite's still on Boimler. Mariner saves Boimler by getting the creature off him. And it turns out the creature is the reason why the girl likes Boimler, because the pheromones from the creature. So then Boimler asks his girlfriend, "Is that the only reason you liked him?" She says no, and then dumps in the next scene. And then Boimler and Mariner walk off, and that's the end of the fucking episode. I mean, come on. You couldn't give Boimler a little bit of hope? You couldn't have just said Boimler keeps the girlfriend and in a later episode they break up? I mean, could you give this guy a break? He's such a pathetic character. It's not even a joke anymore. It's not funny. It's not funny. Mariner was just a psycho in this episode, so at least she wasn't fucking perfect. I will give the episode that. Mariner wasn't perfect, but she wasn't far off, was she? I mean, there's nowhere to go with this show. They don't know what they're doing with this show. They're just doing random shit. And Mariner and Boimler are just not likable characters. You have written these characters so shitty. I don't know where to go with them. I don't know what to do. I don't know, okay? I can't stand And Boimler is so pathetic, I just feel sorry for him. And you can't base a show on that. On a pathetic character and a know-it-all bitch. You can't. And anybody who's defending this series, why are you defending it? It's boring. It's fucking stupid. And it's not funny. I don't laugh at these episodes. I cringe at most of this crap. And it just seems so pointless. And they're definitely cancelling this shit. This shit still hasn't got a worldwide contract to anything. Like, nobody's picked it up to show it worldwide. Not Netflix, not Amazon. Nobody. And you wonder why? Star Trek is just not made for people who love Star Trek. And it's true. Even though these people who are writing it keep saying they're making it for Star Trek people, you're not making it for anybody but some drugged up twat. Again, you're never getting the Rick and Morty audience. It's never going to happen. So all this crap is pointless. This show could have actually been interesting if they had played it right. If they had made serious episodes and just did little jokes in it. Like the Orville. I know Discovery tried to copy Orville and did a piss poor job, by the way. But this show could have tried. It could have worked. It could have worked. So I'm just disappointed. I'm not even that angry. This episode was just boring, pointless nonsense. And I would suggest if you haven't watched this episode, stay the fuck away from it. It's not worth the time. If you haven't watched the series, stay the fuck away from it. But that's the end of my review. I'm sorry I'm not angry. I'm sorry I feel kind of depressed because this episode just made me feel depressed and bored and oh my god, what the fuck's the point of this? But yeah, I'm going to end it there. Like the video if you like it. Give it a dislike if you dislike it. Do comment below and tell me if you did like this episode. And do think about subscribing if you like my content. Hail the High Council. Long live CG. And fuck off SJWs. Entertainment World Soldier. Bye.